Welcome back, and this is the finale of Penumbra, the Black Plague. Let us hearken forth, and I will talk very much during the credits, and we cannot escape out this door. The only thing left in this room are drawers filled with nothing and a computer that was broken previously. And so now, in here, on a page opened at YouTube, I will write my message. There are things I need of you, things you may not understand. The beginning sequence in episode 1. I'm not sure what to do. I must think. Think. Not yet. I need to think. What do we need to think about? I really need to get out of here. No, what? There's nothing but darkness where there was. Nice. Slightly uncomfortable. Seems like I'm not going to get out of here. Won't budge. There's no way out. Seems like we are infected, it seems. It seems like we cannot escape the will of the hive mind. There's no escape, no way out. I don't think we can find anything. When I shine my light on it, nothing but darkness. Need to think more. What can we do? What do they mean? Well, I'm sure they mean something very scientific-y, right? Is there anything else we can look up? Anything? Wikipedia? Do we need to think more? No. We are done thinking. Why do we need to think more? Don't know what to look at anymore. What about these? No, not these notes. No. What's in here? There's no escape. I just need to find... What do we need? What is the matter here? Opening the drawers doesn't seem to give us anything. The hell? You can throw shit out and it just evaporates? It evaporates into nothing. That's actually kind of cool. But what do we do? I'm a little confused now. What if we walk into the darkness? Nothing. We survive. I will survive. I mean, no, this isn't the time or place for that, Blue Badger. We know your love for survival is infinite. But Jesus Christ. Just throwing shit into the darkness doesn't help. I cast magic missile into the darkness! Roll for initiative. 7. Ah. Chair? Okay, now I'm just really confused. Why won't you use the keyboard? Oh, a calendar from last year, but oh, there we go. That wasn't very obvious. So now the room is dark, and there is nothing left but the computer, our trembling fears, and YouTube. So now let's watch some lolcat videos. Will you do this for me? It asked, and I said that I would. I promised the hive that I would contact someone I could trust, that I would have them destroy all evidence of this place, just as my father had promised himself. I, however, will not make the same mistakes my father made. You now understand the truth of the events that led me here, and the immeasurable importance of my words. Armed with this knowledge, you must have the strength to do that which I could not. The Terngite was quite correct. We humans are a dangerous, headless herd, but intelligent individuals. The members of this facility sought to reveal and control the Terngite, and the Terngite turned to me for salvation. The hive ran its tests on me, and I jumped through its hoops like the monkey it took me for. But I am no monkey. The Terngite was right. I am entirely unlike it. I had more in common with Clarence. I promised I would send this email to you. I promised I would ask that you keep all humans from this place. For the sake of the Terngite, for the sake of the human race, I lied. If we are lucky, then by the time you read this, I will be dead. If fate frowns, we will all perish. The northwestern mine is located at a reference N81.6914 W583154. Kill them, and kill them all. And that, my friends, was Penumbra the Black Plague. An entirely blind run done by myself, the Blue Badger. And we come to the chilling revelation that we ourselves are not so much as human as we thought. Even though we're infected with Clarence, well, it's quite a demoralising story of how we are, well, in all... okay, how do we put this? There's so many ways you could go about it in some sort of bullshit philosophy moment. There's just... we ourselves, as we critically think, not for ourselves, but for others, become more of a hive mind, some sort of faceless being that loses our individuality for the greater good of others. As much as it's great to think for yourself, to critically think and think ahead of the, you know, the masses of sheep that we live in throughout our lives. Say, on the train, the number of faces that you look at, I know some people do. There's some people that just look at them and go, Jesus Christ, these people don't have anything to live for, do they? You look at them and you just shake your head, and we ourselves, who believe we are, you know, somewhat superior in some way, that we are critical thinkers, we basically face this with some sort of blind arrogance. And that sort of part of ourselves is much of what Clarence was. That insane little small man in our mind that was basically badgering, destroying and killing everything in its wake for the sake of its own survival. He was weak and killed for it. As part of a society, he could not live for the sake of his individuality, especially the individuality that he showed, as I mentioned in a previous video, that when he goes, you know, this is how it feels to be cooped up in your mind in that cavernous expanse. But, you know, he tried all his might to show us how he felt in all of his insanity, and he didn't want to die. And we killed him, and we just kept on killing. And that was the end of Penumbra the Black Plague. If you have any questions for me, please send them to me on Twitter, www.twitter.com/thebluebadger. Completed in 3 hours, 58 minutes, 37 seconds, 10 artifacts used, notes found 19 out of 20, and 5 out of 10 of those strange artifacts, which would unlock a collectible on the, well, basically the disc of Penumbra. It has been a great run of the Penumbra the Black Plague, and I will probably be doing Requiem in the near future. I hope you will join me for this endeavour, but I will be taking a very short break to be setting up some new equipment that I will be receiving from my housemates. So my voice will be even clearer, even more beautiful for you to hear me scream like a little girl. I will be thinking of my next LP. I'm not sure what it will be after Penumbra, because I'm definitely not going to do Amnesia till after something else. I've been at Frictional Games Work for many hours now, and I'm pretty much done with it. So, I hope you'll join me in the future, and I've really been thankful for your participation. You have been a great support and help for me over these videos, and I hope I can continue this adventure into my, well, I can't say career of LPing, but anyway. Just join me in the future, and goodbye. This is the Blue Badger, over and out.